Hi guys, welcome to another video. I just wanted to do some kind of snippet videos, and this one is particularly related to how I use synthesizer sounds in conjunction with my Helix. I play in a cover band. It's a bass guitar, drums and singer. So there's only three of us in support of the singer. What I find is the synthesizer working in parallel with the guitar can often give us a thickening or a broadening of the overall sound. I suppose not reminiscent for those who remember of sort of Duran Duran, Nick Rhodes, I think, doing sort of those keyboard textures behind the rest of the band. I always thought that worked really well, and this is kind of based on that principle, I suppose, of using the synthesizer. So let's dive in, and I'll give you a few sound bites as well. So this is the setup I take to every cover band gig. Quite a few cables and a lot of dangerously positioned jack plugs for people to tread on. So don't fear, I do actually all put this into a unit that I built. I might show you that actually at some point, a little box I built that kind of protects all that from stamping feet when people are dancing in front of the band. But anyway, that's another video. So this is the setup. As you'll see, I'm using the Boss SY-300. I think these kind of fell out of favour a couple of years back, and therefore they weren't that expensive to pick up. I think they're still available, but I think they're about £600 each, new or in the region of that. They might be less now. I picked this one up used and it was in great condition. So clearly somebody who liked the idea of sort of having a go with this, but then didn't really find too much practical use for it. I have found a lot of practical use for it. So let's just show you how I've got that set in. So I'm actually doing this in the effects loop of the Helix. So sending it in mono into the input of the SY, and then I can use stereo out on the SY, bring it back in with stereo inputs, and then continue to feed into the other blocks that I've got in the chain. Now let me get a good angle on this so that we can actually maybe see this a little bit clearer. So you'll see here that in this particular patch, which is Alanis Morissette patch, I've got the mono guitar stuff going on in the top line, and then feeding down into two lines in the bottom, one of which is the send and return going to the synth. I do have an EQ on the synth to tame some of the top end, but then you'll see the synth feeds back in at the point of reverbs and delays. So it allows then to benefit from the additional effects that are in the Helix. So those recordings were straight into an iPhone out of my stereo monitor speakers that I use in my room. So hopefully you got the gist of what's going on there, and I hope it gives you something to think about and some ideas maybe to mess around with your own Helix. So cheers guys, and I'll see you again soon.